Hey guys, hello, and we're back. So today we are going to continue our review. Last time we just finished the War for Cybertron Siege Leader Class Ultra Magnus. Today we are continuing the feature on Ultra Magnus because we're going to talk about the KubianBao KBB Core Fighter 33013. This is a knockoff of the Perfect Effect upgrade for Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. So as you can see, we have him in his lovely truck mode. We'll talk about that a little later, but let's take a look at the box. If we take a look at the box, you'd see there it says KubianBao. There you go, KubianBao. And then you have ages 6 plus, KBB Core Fighters 33013. We got some little barcode, product shots, and this is just really a straight up version of KubianBao take on Perfect Effect, and you have these guys. So Perfect Effect launched an upgrade kit for Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus together with the Power Master, the God Jinrai LGEX version, and to make it a little more, cartoon accurate. I was thinking of getting one, but it was a little too expensive. Didn't really want to spend an arm and a leg, so I was very surprised and I was very happy to actually figure out and know that these guys at KubianBao made a cheaper and alternative version of the Perfect Effect upgrade. So we'll talk about this guy a little later. So right now, let's talk about the vehicle mode. It's very rare that I start off with the vehicle mode, but we'll just talk about that because I just really want to point this out, that I think that in vehicle mode he looks great. There you go. Now the whole upgrade that was made by Perfect Effect and now that's being knocked off by KubianBao was specifically designed for the Takara version of the Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, but since I don't have a Takara version, I actually just got it and connected it to the Hasbro one, which to me it still looks fantastic. Now, as you can see, this is how I really envision Ultra Magnus, and he's a car carrier, he's a transport vehicle. You have Autobots being transported into the field of battle, and he's pretty much he's supposed to be armed to the teeth. That's how I envision my bulky city commander, the epitome of being a soldier, which is Ultra Magnus. So I like the whole thing. It's an added upgrade. So this old thing is something that you can really remove. This is the original cab for Ultra Magnus, and you can see the big difference from the two right away. This is a little more what do you call this, true to the G1 truck and more MP-ish in design, while this is has that frowning canopy kind of hood thing. But still, I still keep this because sometimes I play with it and with my other Titans, and he just rolls around Metroplex, so he's there. But anyway, I have this now, and he's the one pulling the trailer for this truck, and I just really like this. It's just fantastic. So I'm just gonna bring the Siege truck, Ultra Magnus, and you can see the big difference. You can just see the total difference. I mean, this one right here, we've seen that it's a little more RID, robots in disguise, car robots kind of take on Ultra Magnus. This is what I remembered Ultra Magnus is, truck carrying cars. I mean, you could put a car right there, but it really defeats the purpose. You can't put something inside. This guy, though, you can put stuff inside of him. So I'm very happy with that. I mean, that's how Ultra Magnus is supposed to be. So if we take a look at these two together in length, they're not far off. This one's a little longer, but if you bring this away, take that away, you can see that the Combiner Wars still has that lovely truck mode. And you know, I just really can't and let go of this thing, especially now with the upgrade. So how do you remove this thing? And we're just going to take away the cars. Right there we got these fellas right here. So I'm just going to take that. See, I'm just going to pull all these things. So you can just really remove that there. And let's get these guys out of here. Ugh. Thank you guys. Okay, so this little guy came with this manual right here. Now you can see that he is the white Optimus Prime looking robot, and he's supposed to look like this. You have to do a little assembly when you're doing this. So the first part is just to really rip out the old cab. There are some videos out there that I've watched on how to do it. You can just try to check that out. I can't really do that now because I have already installed mine, so that's pretty much that. But this is a very easy to follow manual. There you go. What else comes along with this kit? I can't find the other hand, but it comes with 2 fists. One's an open fist, really reminiscent to a Gundam's open fist right there. And then you have that little slot. And of course you have the ion blaster that is, you know, very Optimus Prime-ish. And it's not really Magnus's gun. And the sad part is that this is not your regular size. It doesn't really fit well with the ports. And if you just do that, you see it's loose. I like the design, I just don't like the fit. So let's just leave that there. Now, I'm going to remove the trailer and talk about the trailer a little later. And let's bring this guy here. So if you take a look at this, he has a nice looking chrome paint, very silver, almost like cobalt, like silverish blue. I like the wheels. Smokestacks are pretty nice. They have details for the tail lights too. I like that. Now, a lot of people are complaining that some of the parts of this thing is very the plastic is very thin, and that is true. So I bought this for around $600, $700. I'm not really sure. I forgot the exact price, but I think I bought it from what's the name of the guy? Mariano Lopez. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you very much for this. I got it from the guy. And yeah, so there's a hole right here where you can actually peg the trailer. And that's the truck mode. It rolls pretty well, nicely. I like it. So let's try to transform this guy. First off, remove these things right here. And let's try to do that. And I gotta just try to open this thing. So it's like double jointed. And gonna try to lock that in there. Can't really see there's the hole, so you just have to really lock that in place. There you go. Same thing with this. Try to open it, pull that there, find that groove section and just peg it in, and pull the toes down like so, and slowly you're almost there. It's very easy to transform. Next up, let's try to figure out how you do this thing. Something here. There you go. Just pull that there. Nice ratchet sound. And this is where the head is hidden. As you can see, it's the same Ultra Magnus head that came with the Combiner Wars. Nothing was added for the headpiece. It's the same thing. So you can just really just try to hide that there. And I'm going to try to open this here. Rotate that. Now, as you can, what I did was there's this section right here. You see those 2 pegs right there. It locks into those grooves. So all you have to do is just unlock it. It's double jointed, and then rotate this thing right here. And as you rotate, it would then have these other grooves which would lock this in place. And now you could see the face, and all you have to do is just really bring down this part right here and bring down this part right there. There we go. And that's pretty much it. Just make sure that that thing's there. Rotate this arm like so. Rotate this arm like so. And there you have him. He is a white Optimus Prime. Oops, he fell. Let me just stand him up right there. Now this is very light to the feel. He is not really the best kind of plastic, I would tell you that. For something that you pay for $700 or $600, I guess it could be cheaper. I would roughly pay for this thing for maybe around $500 or $400, but that was it. Steep for $600. And it's not quality, because you'd see that there are excess plastic everywhere. I didn't shave that. Plastic feels light. Sometimes it's scary to turn because you might feel that you might break it. You might be breaking it off already. Man, I just totally forgot how flimsy this thing is. Although, you know, the plastic is not good, the design is still okay. You can have him hold the very loose gun. It fits him well, but it doesn't fit any other Transformer. So he's not universal in size. If we bring Optimus Prime right here, the size difference is not so far apart. He looks okay. You know, for the fact that he is a standalone figure and he doesn't have his upgrade or the suit, it's pretty cool. So they look like battle brothers, or really brothers in arms, and they look great together. So let me remove Primo. Articulation, same articulation that you're gonna get. There's some swivel here, swivel there, smooth right here. Just be careful, sometimes it's tight. So pretty much right there. So it's pretty okay. Like what I said, the plastic is not super fantastic. A lot of people are complaining about these things, and some people broke that already. So let's remove all of this thing here. I will pause the video and I will transform him back into cab mode, because we're going to transform the guy into Ultra Magnus. Okay, so we're back and we finally have the trailer transformed into his body, or his exosuit. Now this is the another added feature for the whole suit. I mean, for the whole upgrade. This is the chest piece, and as you can see, this add-on, you have to remove the original chest piece. I don't know where I placed my original now, but it's somewhere there in my stash of parts. This is a movable piece. You can see that it slides up and down, and you have to place it and replace the original one and tab that in there. Now, just a tip, and just a very you know, important thing to everyone. This thing is sometimes loose, because if you really force the original one, sometimes it shaves off the part where it actually snaps this in. My original chest piece was so in there tight. I mean, it was super tight. It was in there really, really tight that I had to yank it off and just add so much force to it that it kind of chipped off some of the parts that would make this piece stay. So be careful with that. I'm still able to get this thing to work, so that's fine. Now the point is to get the whole cab section in there, and let's try to do that now. So let's transform this thing. Now all you have to do is just put those toes like that, and technically we want to just remove this thing here. There you go. Rotate it and just fold it like so. So it's gonna stay like that. Now open this. There you go. That's a big problem right there. Just open this section. There you go, and then reveal the head. Pop that. This is another thing that comes along with the whole set. That is, sorry for my shaky camera. That is a neck connector, and it makes the whole head go up and down. Remember, the original Magnus didn't have a lot of neck movement, so this one has some pretty good neck movement now. And snap these pieces back in place. There you go. So you have Magnus like so, and you have to put it in and just slide it in like so. You would see that there is that peg that would get the trailer hooked. You have to just put this thing now there and snaps like so. You're almost there, almost done. Like I said, it's not the best plastic, so sometimes it comes loose. Important that you have to slide this all the way like that, and then these two sections right here would lock into these pegs and secure that. It would look like something like, there's that. Doesn't want to do it now on camera, of course. Come on, dude. Oh man. How do you do that? Just really have to find that angle. There you go. Got it. Oh. It's not fitting into the other section. So it should fit here. Somehow it's not doing it on cam. Okay, okay, there we go. Come on, you could do it. You could do it. Alrighty, there you have it. Whew, that was a doozy. Alright, so there you have it. That is the Ultra Magnus upgrade from KubianBao. This was again designed for the LGEX or the Takara version because it should match the legs, which the thighs of that toy were, you know, color red. It was color red because I don't know, I think it was really white, but they said that the G1 Ultra Magnus had red legs, but I think white is better. And it doesn't really match the blue because there are blue. The blue here is not really the same hue, so yeah, it's a little different. But this is a lot better. I mean, I like this Ultra Magnus better than any other so far. I like the rendition of this Magnus, especially now with the upgrade. By the way, this just dangles right there. It's not really a very appealing backpack, but it serves its purpose. So there you have it, Ultra Magnus in his upgraded glory. And let's compare him with Optimus Prime. And I think this one's a little taller, and I need a bigger Voyager for this Ultra Magnus right here. But so far, it's still one of my favorite Ultra Magnus, especially if you have a lot of things to put on, like the cog figure, and configure it like so. I think he looks fantastic with a lot of guns and missiles and rockets and doodads. So there you have it. I hope you liked the review. Again, KubianBao Core Fighter is something that's out now in the market. It sells at around 600 to 700. It's it's an okay piece. It's not something that I would recommend for the very picky collector or the guys that are really in for a total quality feel. It is a very thin plastic. It has thin plastic. It's a little light to the touch. It's not a perfect it's not a perfect effect toy. That's definitely that. But it's a cheap alternative compared to something that you'd get for around 2,000, 3,000 pesos. It's a fraction of a cost. So if you're not a very picky collector or a picky guy like me, then it's something that I would recommend. It would be something that you would have to play with 24/7. I won't recommend that. It might break, but a good piece for display. Most likely a decent 7, but nothing's going to go up or higher than that. So again, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe. I would like to hear from you guys. Drop some comments, hit that like button. And again, thank you very much for watching. My name is Chompilo, and remember, till all are one, peace out. Rock and roll.